pound class. I can only imagine if it was 100 pounds, but it makes me want to do some movements and training.
What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Anthony AJ Joshua. Anthony Joshua says that he has an announcement soon on an interim fight. Anthony Joshua took to social media on Thursday to say that he has an announcement coming soon for his next fight in 2022. Joshua's promoter, Eddie Hearn, wants to keep him busy with an interim contest that will likely take place in June. Hearn has made it clear that he's not looking for a dangerous opponent for AJ to fight for his interim clash, so there's a real possibility that we could see him fight a Ham and Egger level heavyweight. As bad as Joshua looked in his last fight in losing to Alexander Usyk, would anyone blame him or Hearn if he faces a stiff for his interim fight? I think it's safe to say that Joshua's self-confidence is gone at this point and probably won't be coming back anytime soon. If Hearn makes a mistake of putting Joshua in a fight with a decent fighter like Joe Joyce, which is 13-0 with 12 KOs, sees Joshua as food and would likely wear him down and score a stoppage in the late rounds. Let me stop right there, because this is I don't know who this is, by Michael Collins. Let me counterpunch Michael Collins. Well, we don't know how Anthony Joshua's self-confidence is, but we do know this. We do know Anthony Joshua was in for a fight. Okay? He was in for a fight that he was training very hard for, and to find out that fight is not going to happen. How many times has that happened to Anthony Joshua? More than a few. More than a few. Okay? See, this fight's supposed to happen. It ain't happening. The fight last year is supposed to happen with Fury. It didn't happen. The fight with Wilder, Luis Ortiz, and other Dillian White, that fight, Jarrell Miller, that fight didn't happen. And I don't think it's confidence. I think it's the level of attention or focus due to inconsistency of something that you anticipate. And Joshua anticipated something to happen. It didn't happen. That's what happens in the sport of boxing, but don't mean it won't throw you off. So talking about self-confidence, no, he was just in there with a guy that was a lot better than him, IQ level-wise, okay? And see, what Michael Collins is failing to tell us all is Alexander Usyk is probably one of the best fighters that we have right now, that's fighting right now. Okay, there's a reason why that guy is 18-0 or 19-0 now. Why? Because he is who he is. Okay, the skill set, the desire, the determination, those type of things everyone doesn't possess. Only certain people. So to see Joshua go in there, a late bloomer, a guy that has deemed to be a good boxer, good puncher, and a lot of good things, facing someone that's possibly great and you criticize him for losing, that's messed up. But nonetheless, Joshua saying that he has a fight coming soon. I would be disappointed in Joshua if he did take a fight like that. Me personally. Why? Because I don't believe in easy touches. I don't believe that for anybody. I don't care if you're Floyd, Money Mayweather, Errol, The Truth Spence, Terrence Crawford. I don't believe in any of that. A lot of people are like, oh, Canelo deserved. No one deserves anything. Fight the toughest opposition possible to show that you're the best each and every time you get in the ring. Now, we don't know who that's going to be, so I'm just saying in advance. Okay, and especially you don't take an easy pick'ems when you've been talking shit to Joe Joyce for the last 5 days or the last week and a half, or speaking up names like Wilder or Luis Ortiz or Otto Wallin. Because if it's not one of those guys and it's a guy like freaking Jermaine Franklin, the one that Dillian White wanted to fight when he came to America, if it's somebody like that, I will be utterly disappointed. Why? Because you do not talk up those names and fight someone else. because you become exactly who those people say you are. Smoke screen, right? All cap, right? Those type of things. Smoke and mirrors. He doesn't mean what he's saying. He's just using my name for publicity to be still relevant in the sport. Those things will be said, but could you argue with those things if he picks somebody that we never freaking heard of? Now, if he does pick an Otto Wallin, once beaten by Tyson Fury, gave him hell. If he fights an unbeaten Joe Joyce, Luis Ortiz even, because everybody wanted to see that fight, and that stops the narrative of that, even though he's looking old, right? It doesn't matter. He's still getting them in the ring. A known name, okay, that stopped the guy that he also stopped, Charles Martin. Okay, and who else? Who else is it? Like, who's the third guy? Wilder, Joyce, Otto Wallin, and Luis Ortiz. So if it's not one of those guys and it's an off-brand guy that we never heard of, we would know he just wanted to take an easy pick and he let Eddie Hearn talk him into this shit. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think and who you think Anthony Joshua will be facing. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!